Hey guys! Okay, I want to come in today and show you how I make my workout halter tops out of t-shirts because people have been requesting this. So I'm going to teach you how to take a t-shirt and you just cut it apart. All you need is the scissors and you will be able to make a super cute workout halter top. Yes, awesome way to recycle, upcycle, whatever, all your old t-shirts or any t-shirts that have like really nasty pit stains. Great way, so you don't have to throw them away. You can repurpose them and then you can go make them and wear them, and they're really awesome for working out. And I love halter tops because I don't like low cut shirts in the front. I like full coverage, but I also love open backs because then I cool off while I'm working out. So these are really, really great for workouts. Let me just quick show you here what we've got though. So here we've got a little view of my kitchen island right here. This is what we've got happening. We have Bloody Mary, yes. Filming area, yes, hello. And then we've got this green shirt that I'm going to show how I cut this apart. And then I also have a stack of shirts here that I plan to cut apart and do eventually here, especially if I mess this one up. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the green shirt. I'm going to show you where I cut. And I'm going to tell you guys, I just eyeball everything. I don't really measure anything. I just eyeball it. So you have to do the same thing because that's how I do it. Okay, so I'll quick show you guys too. So this first shirt I'm going to show you, it's a t-shirt that is a higher collared shirt. You know, there's it's not like a full t-shirt. It's kind of like one of those like women's style baby t-shirts if you were born in the 90s, or not born in the 90s, raised in the 90s. I was born in the 80s. So anyway, that's what it starts like. Okay, and so this is going to be the same style as the one I'm wearing now, where it just has a tie in the back, and then the back is just kind of drapes down like that. Okay, so we've got your full tank or your full tee, and you just want to make sure it's nice and flat. Okay, shake it out and lay it down on your space. Okay, got your scissors? Yes, that's all you need. No sewing required. I am too lazy to get a thread and needle out. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so the first cut we're going to make, you really, like I said, you eyeball it, all right? And the goal here is to cut from, think about how thick you want your halter collar. I usually go, that's maybe, like an inch away from the actual collar of the shirt. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I just eyeball it. Like I said, I don't measure, I don't have a guide. And I'm just going to imagine how I want to cut from here, curving down right under the armpit of the shirt, okay? And then I'll do the same thing on the other side, eyeballing it, curving it down right under the armpit of the shirt. Okay, so let's eyeball this and see if we can do it. Okay, so the first thing I just did is I made this like teeny little slit mark at the top. Can you kind of see that? Because I just made a little slit because that's what I'm going to line up. So I'm going to try to cut from here, curving down right under, and it kind of depends on how low you want to go. So if you go right under the armpit, then you might have a little bit of bulge right here in the cloth. So I try to just kind of go a little bit less. I'll show you what I mean after I cut it here. So let's cut from, I'm just going to kind of line this up, and I'm imagining my line. Okay, so you can see I made that little slit here, and I made this slit here, okay, on one side. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I'm going to try to match that up so that they are on the same level, right? We want our shirt to match. Okay, so I'm just kind of like, I just eyeball, I just kind of like draw my line across. Literally, these are just workout shirts for me, so it's not like it's that important that it's perfect. Okay, there's my slit there, and then I'll make another slit because I've got the top slit here with my collar. I'll do the same thing on the other side, about the same distance, about an inch. Does not have to be perfect. Okay, now I'm just going to connect the lines with the curved cut. So I'm going to connect from here, curving it down to this one. Again, I just eyeball. Okay, there's one side. Now we match the other side. Now here's where you kind of have to try to get it to the same curvature so that it is somewhat even, but it's not the end of the world if it's not perfect. It really isn't. So there it is. Okay, so now Hey, sleeves cut off. See, simple, nice, easy, pretty even. Next step is we're gonna cut the neck so that it actually has, if you can see on mine, like it actually just has a tie neck. And this shirt, depending on the size of the neck hole, it might not even need to be a tie. It might just be able to be just kept like this. So let me show you this next step. Hi. Okay, next step is the collar. You ready? So here's what we're gonna do. Very easy. You're just gonna take the top, and so this is the front of the shirt. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna just fold it over a little bit so you can see the whole neck, okay? And then you're just going to cut, leaving that perimeter about 1 inch. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the other side, just connecting them. See how I'm starting here? Okay, there we go. Now, like I said, you might be able to just keep it like this, and then this just slips over your head. It depends on how big the neck is. If the neck is too big, then you can cut it and just tie it, but this one might just stay like this. We'll try it on before I make any cuts. Okay, next step. Okay, so here's what your shirt looks like right now. You've got, this is the side view, okay, front view. Yeah, head goes there, yes. Now this is the front of your shirt. Now the back is what we need to work on next. We need to take off this big chunk right here, okay? So you're gonna lay it down flat, making sure that you have the front facing down, okay? So let me get this set for you and then I'll show you the view here. Now this is the back of the shirt that we need to remove, okay? So this is gonna be our open back, okay? Business in the front, party in the back. Okay. Now all you need to do is cut from here. Here, you're just cutting the back out, okay? Right here. I fold it over too, that helps me kind of see my lines. Okay, so I just cut off. Okay, so now here's what we've got. We've got the neck, this is the front, and if we turn it around, we've got the open back, okay? Okay, so now it's time to try it on before we do anything else. Very important, okay? Always try it on. Otherwise, if you just start cutting and doing things, you're gonna regret it and it's not gonna turn out. All right, let's go try it on. You ready? Okay. Here's what we got so far, all right? We need some major improvements though. So, number one, for me personally, this is too, like, loose right here, okay? I'm trying to look at my camera up here, but I need to look at myself down here so I know what I'm, like, doing, okay? So, I apologize if I'm not looking at you. I am looking at me. All right, so for me, I like this. This is too loose up here for me. So I'll show you how I cut it. I'm gonna cut it up here so I can tie it to be tighter at the top because I like that. It's also too loose down here for me. And so this one, do you see how open it is in the back? Like this one is way loose right here. And so for this one, I'm actually gonna cut this apart and I'm gonna tie it in the back to bring it together more. So I'll show you I'm gonna do that because then that's gonna create more of a fit. See how when I do that, it's gonna make it more fitted. And that's how I like it. That's like when I'm working out, who's calling me? Chris is calling me. I should probably answer, but I'm busy. Hold on. So 2 things that I have to do when I take this off again. I'll show you how I cut the neck and then we'll tie the neck. And then because it's too loose, I mean, look how loose it is. This is way too loose for me. And like, I mean, maybe you like that. You have to decide. Also, some things to remember when you're cutting. So remember when we made the curved cuts? So the farther in you cut, the more your boobs are going to hang out. Okay. Now, if you want that to happen, that's fine. But I actually probably would have wanted this a little bit less because what's going to happen when I work out, it's all going to shift. But not really because I'll get it cinched together in the back a little bit more. And this will cinch together up here a little bit more. And then it gives me a little more coverage. Okay. I like to feel secure. Okay. So let's, I'm going to take this off and let's fix that up. Okay. So the other thing, I really love this black one that turned out. And this black one actually was a very similar style shirt to this green one. And so what I would have done differently on the green one, so see how this black one actually has a higher back. To make that happen on another shirt, I can't do it on the green because I've already messed it up. You would want to keep remember that second slit that we made right here? You would want to raise that up. So then, because the further up that slit is, that's how much back you're going to have on your shirt, right? Side note for next time. But let's keep going with the green one here. Now we're going to cut the collar because I realized I want to have it a tie because I need more coverage. So literally I just cut it apart. Okay, cut, doesn't matter where. And now I'll tie this, but I'm not going to tie it yet. I'm going to tie it when I put it back on. And the other thing you want to be really careful of is when you tie it, make sure you tie it so that you can still get it off your head. I've made that mistake too, where I tie it too small and too tight, and so I can't even get it off my head. Okay, so here's what we got going on right now. This is the back, right? And when I tried it on, it was too flowy. It wasn't fitted enough for me. And again, this is where I wish I would have had, remember this first cut mark here? I wish I would have raised that up. Then I would have had more of a back right now. Okay, so you'll learn as you go. I would suggest starting with a t-shirt you don't really care about at first because you will make mistakes. Okay, so now in the back, literally all you do is just cut this apart in the middle. Whole thing. Straight down. And then you're gonna create your ties. Okay, so there's no magic here at all. I'm just gonna cut probably half. Okay, do you see what I did there? Thirds. I'm just making like little pieces that I can tie together. They can be thick, it doesn't really matter. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. So now what you can do is you're gonna pull this back together here. And you're gonna tie these. Now, okay, so the thing to remember about tying, if you tie them all the way together, like as close as possible, then the shirt is gonna be really, really tight. So you have to think back to how flowy was the shirt in the first place, and then think about how tight do you really want the shirt, okay? So I don't want it super tight, like, no. We need some flowness so that it covers things, right? Okay, so okay. The other reason why these thicker pieces, like when I didn't cut them into teeny tiny strips, these are a little more sturdy. Okay, so you can see 3 nice little ties, tie, okay? Now it's time to try it on again and see how it fits. And then we'll do the collar. So I did not tie the collar yet. See? Collar is not tied yet because I'm going to try it on first. And then I'll probably tie it while I try it on in the bathroom, all right? All right, here I go. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is perfect. Perfect. This is how it ended up looking after you tie the back, okay, because that fits it right here. And then in the bathroom, I pulled the collar in the back and I tied it. I tied it as loose as as tight as I could, but as loose as so I could still get over my head. And obviously it's stretchy material, so you can still stretch it out. And worst case scenario, you can always undo the knot. I mean, it's hard, but you can do it. So this is what it looks like in the back. So you see the 3 little ties. They just kind of all bunch together. And these are tied tight in knots. And so I don't undo these. They just stay. This one turned out so great, you guys. So you can see it just fits. It's flowy. It's not super tight. Just flowy enough for like, it's a perfect shirt. And this color is so good. Okay, so you guys, that's it. That's how you make a t-shirt into a halter top with just a scissors. Nothing else. And your eyeballs, not even a measuring tape. It doesn't have to be perfect. And the things that I would change on this one, I actually, before I said I would make the back higher, I actually probably wouldn't now that I have it all pieced together and it's finished. Something I do need to do is I need to trim. There's a little extra chunk right here that I need to trim off. And then, nope, that side is actually okay. So you guys, that's it. So here's what you need to do. You need to go make a cute halter top, and then you need to join my group so that you can work out with me in your cute halter tops, and then we can all take our pictures after we're done working out, and we're all going to match in our cute halter tops, okay? So if you have never done my workouts before, I'm going to put the link below to my group. You can add yourself to my Facebook group. This is going to be the last week of free classes, okay? Today is What's the date? June 16th. It's my anniversary. June 16th, last week of free classes, and then we go to a paid membership, which is so worth it though. And you guys, my classes are amazing. Pio, Turbo, my own mashups, all to the beat of music. So good. All right, you guys, that's it. That's how you make a shirt. Let me know what questions you have in the comments, and if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. All right, have a good one. Bye.